have I got some Amazon favorites for you. So I do these every single time Prime Day rolls around. This is not a roundup of just things on sale. These are my Amazon favorites right now. So it's all kinds of categories. Some of these things will be a part of the sale, I know for sure. Some of them, I'm not sure yet. I only have access to so much information ahead of time. So I will have a link to my Amazon storefront for this specific video. So if you click that link, it'll take you to my Amazon page that has everything I'm mentioning in today's video. You can quickly at a glance there see in red what is on sale and what's not. So hopefully that'll be helpful for you guys. I will also have the separate things linked out below too, because I know sometimes you're just interested in the one specific thing. So if you want more of my Amazon favorites, I also have videos on that. Definitely check those out. I'll link my playlist below. I try not to repeat anything, so this should all be pretty fresh stuff compared to my last Amazon faves. All right, let's dive into it. So first up is the thing I buy on repeat. I just kind of am constantly buying it as I run out, and that would be the whitening strips that I use. These are by a brand called Lumino. These are actually the #1 bestseller in the teeth whitening category on Amazon, and Lumino is very kindly sponsoring this part of the video. Thank you so much. So this is what I've used for at least 2 years, maybe 3. The reason I've grown to like these specific whitening strips is A, they're a lot more affordable than other ones that are out there, especially today. They're on sale for Prime Day. I'll share about that in a second. But they whiten my teeth without giving them that nasty, awful sensitivity feeling. You know what I mean? I really, I could not use other brands because it made me feel crazy. But the reason it's able to whiten without that sensitivity is because it uses dead sea salt, lemon peel, and coconut to whiten. And it's also rich in sea salt minerals, so that's gonna support strong teeth. So I just really like this product. I feel like it is actually really effective. So I haven't whitened it in a little while. I am using these kind of currently for maintenance. I'll use them once a week. So I'm gonna show you me using it. I'm gonna show you an actual before and after. What they recommend actually is to kickstart your whitening journey. You can use these 7 days in a row, 30 minutes each. You will notice a substantial difference in the whiteness of your teeth. They're actually clinically proven to be able to whiten your teeth up to 15 shades. So it comes with the upper and lower strip. I'm gonna show you me applying these, and then I'll be back in 30 minutes and I'll be sure to take an after photo. I just took a before photo before this. Okay, they're on. I'm gonna go get something done. A lot of times I'll have these on when I'm doing my makeup, doing my hair, something maybe at the computer for 30 minutes. I just set a timer and I'm able to whiten my teeth without even thinking about it. All right, it has been 30 minutes. We're gonna take these off and brush our teeth. All right, so we're all whitened. If you wanna see my before and after, I'm gonna pop them on the screen right now. I personally see a very big difference. I think you will too. This is why I love these. Like I said, I've used these for maintenance now, but when I first started, I did the multiple days in a row to really kickstart my whitening journey. So you don't have to take my word for it. Like I said, you can trust the I think it was 56,000 positive reviews on this product on Amazon. So right now with Prime Day going on, they have a really great deal to save some money. You can get their 21 pack that I have right here for 33% off. That is a nice big chunk off. Add it to your cart if you're adding some things for Prime Day anyway. I promise you will love it. You will see some results that you love. My husband uses this too, by the way, Tyler. He loves them. It's all he uses as well. So there you go. So I will have that link to shop Lumino whitening strips down in the description box and in a pinned comment if that's easier for you to find. Thank you so much to Lumino for sponsoring this part of the video. Okay, so continuing on, I threw on some lip products, by the way. If you're curious, this little combo, it's all drugstore. I will link below what I'm wearing because I'm kind of loving it actually. Okay, the next favorite that I have received so many compliments on this shirt when I wear it is this button-down long sleeve shirt. So the one that I have is blue and pink and orange, really bright pattern. But I feel like this kind of shirt, whether it's this pattern or a different one, because they have a lot under this link, I feel like this with the sleeves rolled up a little bit, a cute necklace and earrings, and then dark wash jeans, I think that looks really, really cute. You can kind of tuck it in a bit, wear a belt if you want. It was such a cute look. We went to a tapas restaurant. I went with some friends and that was what I wore and it felt very appropriate, but they have a lot of other patterns. I was literally prepping for this video and looking at all the different patterns and I was like, ooh, they've got leopard print. I'm like, that looks really pretty. They've got a few others anyway. So if I remember right, I think they also had some plain colored ones, but I like how the sleeve gathers down towards the wrist and then it's kind of puffy. It just looks very feminine, but very, very pretty and I think kind of trendy too. Next up is the skincare favorites. I have sung the praises a lot and if you haven't tried it yet, I really think you should. It is the CeraVe Hydrating Toner. The stuff is affordable. I tend to honestly buy mine on Amazon. It's just convenient. It is something that I fit into my routine right after I have washed my face. Makeup is off, I've washed my face. I go in with the hydrating toner in the evening, and then I will go in with any serums I'm wanting to use or retinol if I'm using it, and then my moisturizer. I typically would use like an exfoliating toner, but I realized that especially if it's a time I'm using retinol, that it's almost too much for my skin. It really is. And so using a hydrating toner instead, I feel like my skin loves it. My barrier has been so much, I really feel like my skin barrier is better than it's been in a very long time. And the greatest addition, I think, to my routine was this hydrating toner. So highly recommend. I absolutely love it. I've gone through many of those. Okay, next up is this straw holder. Okay, I would like to say that this is like super niche, but I think a lot of us use straws in different things. Like I'm using a straw in my little, iced coffee I made from home. This is something you can stick wherever you want. We have it on the inside of our cabinet where we keep like our water cups and iced coffee cups, things like that we typically use straws with. Anyway, it's right there. It used to take up a decent amount of space in our silverware drawer, but the straws were all different sizes. They didn't really fit in the container they were in. They kind of drove us crazy, if I'm being honest. This was such a simple, pretty inexpensive solution that when I put it in and then showed it to Tyler, he was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. I'm like, I know. So it's just one of those things that solves a little tiny problem in your life. And I absolutely love it. If we were to ever move, I would bring that sucker with me. Next up is this heart ring. I meant to wear these rings and then I forgot. This heart ring, I have it in silver, but they also have it in gold. It is such a simple ring, but it has not tarnished on me. I've had it for a while now. I think I really like the way it looks when I'm wearing other rings. Like I just think it's pretty. I love anything that has hearts on them. I think a lot of us do. There's a reason it's one of the most popular things in jewelry, but I think it's really cute. And I was looking under this link and I saw that they have one that's like a bunch of little hearts all connected. I was like in a band, and I was like, ooh. So anyway, I wanted to share that because that was a newer addition. Well, it's been a couple months, but a newer addition to my jewelry collection. And I really liked it. And I feel like jewelry on Amazon can be a little hit or miss, and once you find brands on Amazon you really like that are like built pretty nicely, like for me, I'm always wanting to share that because I feel like it's definitely hit or miss on Amazon. Next up is this two-piece outfit. Okay, this is the pattern I most recently bought. I have worn this to church a couple of times. It works great in the summer, but then I will throw a jean jacket over it or a cardigan, whatever, even like an olive green jacket, and suddenly it's perfect for fall. Like it is just one of those comfy outfits. The waistband is stretchy. My piece of advice is, because they have a lot of patterns, they have plain colors like black and white that looks really chic, but then they also have patterns and brighter colors. But my piece of advice is size up at least once, maybe twice. I am typically a small on top, sometimes medium, and a medium or large on the bottom. This, I got a large for the whole set and it fits me really well. I think when people order this, they maybe only size up once. I would maybe consider sizing up twice. Anyway, but I absolutely love it. Like I have 2 of these outfits at this point, and I just feel like it's really versatile and really, really comfy. My waver tool. I did talk about this in my current favorites video, so forgive me if you saw that and you're seeing this. I try not to repeat like I said, but I'm repeating this one because you know what? I have had this thing for years and years. It performs as if it is still brand new. It's not what I use today. Today I use like a little curling wand. But it is what I have been using so much the past few months. In a lot of my recent videos, you've seen me with my kind of wavy hair. So this is from Bondi Boost. I specifically have the 32 millimeter. I feel like it creates the perfect everyday waves. The waves will last into day 2 hair, which is amazing. And I just think it can look so pretty and put together, but it's very quick. It's, it's pretty easy. I will say it takes maybe a couple times of doing it to kind of get the hang of it. But once you've done it a few times, you're good. And it's one of my most used hot tools and I just love it. I think this one is so good. And I've definitely tried other ones that were not as good as this one. Next up are perhaps my favorite thing I'm mentioning today, and they are so random, but they're called grip sticks. And they are these little sticks and you basically, it's like a chip clip, but instead of chip clipping it on the bag, you actually will fold the bag over and slide it across. And you might be thinking, huh? Like, how's that work? It works like a dream. It is so nice. So we have various sizes, like we have a smaller one and that's what we use to kind of seal up our chocolate chip bag. We have larger ones for like tortilla chip bags. It is amazing. It is, I was gonna say it's pretty airtight. I don't think it's like vacuum sealed airtight, but it's pretty darn airtight because it'll go across the entire thing. I don't know. It's one of those solutions like, did we need this? We already have chip clips. No, but do I love it? Yes. And when we don't have one that's the appropriate size when I need it, I'm like, oh man, like I just love them so much. Again, this is another one that my husband Tyler also loves, this little product. So, and it's one of those things you buy them once, you have them forever. I do feel like they're not pricey, but I do feel like they were a little pricey for what you're buying. But once I started using them, I'm like, no, I get it. I totally love them. Okay. Replacement bra inserts. I'm talking your sports bras, where every time you wash it, the stupid insert comes out, or it's like folded in half inside and you're having to dig your finger in there and unfold. Is there anything more like, I mean, that just makes me crazy. It makes me crazy. And so then I just take them out and then I'm like, well, no, I actually want them, you know. These are just thicker. They're better made. So the few, I bought a pack and I put them in as many things as I could. And now I'm like, now I need more. I need another pack. But I put them in not only my sports bras, but in my swimsuit. So if you have a swimsuit where it has inserts that come in and out, and not all of them do, but many do, these are amazing. They're graded for water, so they're not gonna like soak up a bunch of water and get like really heavy or anything. They also add a little bit of lift in there, which is just nice. Like it is just, it's amazing. So like I said, I'm slowly but surely going to replace all of my sports bra padding with these, because the ones that have it, they never come out of there and they never fold up and get weird. They are perfect. And I have swam with them as well, like I said, and they don't get weird in the water. You don't even notice they're there. I love those so much. That was such an amazing discovery. Okay, we just got a new hand soap and dish soap dispenser for our kitchen. These are very new to us, like the past week. But we'd had ones I bought long ago, and they were similar looking. They were a little more expensive, honestly. And over time, the cover on them kind of wore off, and then the actual pump started getting kind of moldy, kind of not moldy, rusty. So we were kind of like, all right, I've tried to clean them out. I've tried to do this. And I'm like, I think it's time. We've had these for like 5 or 6 years. So we got these. I love them. They're actually bigger than the ones we had, so we can fit more dish soap and more hand soap. I love being able to just refill, especially in the kitchen. We refill it with like an antibacterial soap. So we just get the big daddy of it. We can refill it, super cost effective as well. But these are pretty. So I got the black and white. It came with like a white tray, but they also have just clear glass. They have more of like the brown, like medicine jar glass. They have, I think, 2 white, 2 black. Like you can really, they have a lot of different options. So they feel very well made. They have worked great this week so far, you know. Okay, next one is this technically travel jewelry case. So I had always used like one of those small little square jewelry cases where you can fit a little bit in there, but this one is amazing. And I've always seen this kind around, but I've never really gotten into it. You can fit way more and it folds so flat. So in the weirdest way, even though it's technically like bigger than the square I would have had, it's so much thinner that you kind of just stuff it in your suitcase and it doesn't take up like any room. Like it's pretty amazing. So I was able to bring more jewelry. It takes up probably not literally more room or less room, but it feels like it takes up, do you know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, I love it. I had room for everything and more that I could possibly want to bring. And the best part is my necklaces weren't getting all messed up and twisted together. I have come home from every single trip with my little square one with one of my necklaces being tangled with another. And it was always a nightmare because they're always like the thinnest chain, you know. This one, the way it's designed, it's not even possible for that to happen. So love the design, love this jewelry case. Okay, this hat rack. Tyler just installed these in our closet, one for him and one for me because it's a 2-pack. Such a simple solution. I had previously kept my baseball caps, and I wear baseball hats a lot. I wear them a couple times a week easily. The way I was storing them was fine. It was just in a basket and they were kind of all, you know, stacked together. But I would have to always pull it down, look through. If I'm putting them away, it was kind of a whole production. With this, I mean, it's a similar storage solution, but it's more out there. It's closer to where I am, and it's not taking up a valuable space on my shelves because you can just hang it on the wall. And we've discovered it has little hooks on it that you could hang maybe your most worn hats on, or belts, purses, like things like that. So I just think it's a really good design, very thoughtfully designed, and very, very useful. Okay, my favorite kitchen towels are now on Amazon. I think the first time I ever mentioned Geometry kitchen towels, it was years back, and I'd only seen them on their specific site or in random like boutiques. I'd walk in and be like, oh my gosh, these are the towels. I love these so much. So I bought a 2-pack on Amazon recently and they're so pretty. I also saw that they have like more fall ones as well. These are amazing. And the reason I love them, and it's basically become the only kitchen towel I have bought in recent years, is because they actually soak up liquid. You know how like some towels, they just like wipe it around and you're like, why do I even have a towel? You know, this actually soaks up liquid so well, but they dry really quickly. They wash and dry really well in the, machine, and they have so many pretty designs. So I love them so much. I really do think they are leaps and bounds above other similar-ish kitchen towels that I've tried, and I'm excited that they're on Amazon now. This is a random one, but it's so inexpensive. I just wanted to mention it because I do love this shirt, and when I wear it, I get asked questions. So it's this floral, kind of short sleeve shirt. It's just a really pretty design, and it's so inexpensive. And it's one that I feel like I can wear in a lot of different ways, but it's just really bright, vivid colors, really pretty in the summer or any time of year, Again, similar thing. I've worn this to church with like a white skirt. I've worn this with shorts on a trip, like so many different ways, and I love it. My only complaint, and one thing I'm just gonna do to fix it, and this is probably why it's so cheap, is it's got like on the inside of the shirt that like folds down. Every once in a while, and it might be because I've washed it a bunch, it kind of will come up a little bit. All I'm going to do is tack it with like a little bit of like sew it, you know what I mean? And that'll solve the problem. But I wanted to bring that up because if you know that will drive you nuts, I wanted to make that clear. But otherwise, the shirt is really, really cute. Okay, next up, we're halfway through, is my favorite foundation brush. Do I have one here? I know I have more than one. I don't have it in here. I must have both on my vanity. Anyway, it is the 101 foundation brush. This is so good. It is pretty much the main one I use anytime I'm actually using a brush for my foundation because it's not streaky. It is so like the shape of it, the slant of it. It is the perfect foundation brush. If I were to only own one for the rest of my life, this is the one. This is the one I would recommend to my best friend. Like, it is so good, and they sell it on Amazon. Hopefully it'll be a part of the sale. I feel like usually BK Beauty does some sales, so we'll see. But again, if you want to see all of these, if you go to that main link, you'll see them all together and you can kind of see what's on sale. But so good. This is making me hungry. I might have to eat one of these after this video. My favorite protein bar is the Built Puff bars, specifically their brownie batter flavor. I got it originally on Costco. However, sometimes when we go to Costco, they don't have it. So, and you know how Costco is if you have a membership, like you fall in love with something and then you never see it there again. They are available on Amazon. They have a lot of different flavors. I've only tried, I will say, a handful of them. The brownie batter is definitely my favorite. And they're so good. They have like a almost puffy marshmallow texture to the inside, but then it feels like a chocolate bar on the outside. It doesn't have that weird chalky proteiny taste. Like, this is a very popular one for a reason. It tastes so good. It's like a candy bar, but it has good protein so I can eat it and feel full for a couple hours when I'm trying to like tide myself over before dinner. You know what I mean? So good. Really good with a cup of coffee, I will say. Well, I can't do this video and not mention my favorite popcorn maker. This is from the brand Dash. I love this. This is the larger size that we have, okay? We make popcorn at least once a week with just like our popcorn kernels, whatever. It's my favorite snack right now, okay? I'm having a moment with popcorn, but it just makes it so easy. So we have like one of those upright ones that goes into a bowl, whatever. This one, you're actually popping it into the bowl you're gonna serve it in. It's just such a smart, simple design, and you get it started on there and it does its thing completely on its own, and after 5 minutes, it's done. You turn it off, that's it. So absolutely love it. It also has like a melting tray on the top, so if you use butter on your popcorn, you can put butter on the top, so while it's popping, the butter is melting and drizzling into it as it goes. That's pretty cool. Next up, okay, there's two favorites in one here. One, you already know I love the Maybelline Serum Foundation. They're like Super Stay whatever. It's what I'm wearing today, although I feel like with the little bit of like tanner lotion I have on, my face is looking a little pale, but all of that to the side. I love this foundation so much. I've talked about it a ton. Medium coverage, so easy to apply, lasts really well. It's so pretty. And I'm a pretty harsh critic. for makeup stuff. So that is a favorite, but I also have a favorite on Amazon that is pumps that fit on there so that you don't have to use the dropper bottle or the dropper, thing. I hate that design. I really do. And so when I discovered that this exists and I have bought them, they do fit it perfectly. That is huge. So I wanted to mention that because if you also love that foundation or any other serum foundation, I know for sure that it fits the Wet n Wild serum niacinamide skin tint that I love, and it fits the Maybelline Superstay one. So it comes in a 2-pack. They're gold. They're very inexpensive and they fit perfectly. This swimsuit cover up is so cute. I wore it on our last big trip and I just think it is so pretty. They have this bright colorway that I've got the pink and purple and green, but they also have ivory and black and other patterns, other colors. So whatever you might be looking for, maybe you're more of a neutrals person, maybe you want bright colors, they have a lot under this link and I just love it. It's a better length. I used to have one that was a little bit cheaper and it shrunk. This one has not shrunk on me. It's a little bit better length. The other one was way too short. It's just a cute swim cover up, whether you're going on a cruise to the beach, the pool, whatever. That's definitely one of my favorites. Another fave that I meant to wear, I'm so sorry, is this dainty ring. It's really, really thin and it's got fake diamonds, whatever, rhinestones. Do you call them rhinestones? Cubic zirconia? Whatever. All around it, but it actually looks really good stacked. I have my Aura ring. It actually stacks really nicely with this. So you can put that on. I've seen people get 2 of them and put it on both sides. So it kind of looks even jazzier. So that's cute, but I'll also just wear it on its own. It's such a simple little dainty ring that again, has not tarnished or turned my finger weird colors or anything like that. And I really like it. Okay, something I buy all the time from Amazon is the Kitsch dermaplaners. These are my go-to to kind of get off the vellus hair. I was at Ulta the other day and someone must have been buying some kind of dermaplane thing. And she was probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 years older than me. And she was asking the lovely lady working at the register at Ulta, now what is this? Is this, and so she's like, well, it gets off the little baby hairs and fuzz off your face. It makes your makeup look really nice on top. And the woman was like, but it's not shaving, right? Because again, I think we all have in our head, if you're shaving your face, but I'm telling you guys, it really does make a difference. I only do it once every 3 weeks-ish. You can get it professionally done too. I have, and that is amazing. I mean, that is gonna be the squeakiest, the closest you'd ever, that is amazing. But assuming, we're not all trying to spend that kind of money all of the time, these are my favorite ones. Like I said, I get a pack of them on Amazon. I think you're supposed to only use them once or twice and then toss it just for safety reasons and stuff. So I'll usually use one, a fresh one when I'm doing it. And then if I want to do little touch-ups here and there, if I'm about to do my makeup, I'm oh, I might do a little bit. I'll use that same one. But then when I'm ready to do the full thing again, I get a fresh one. So if you were curious, I don't know if that's right or wrong. That's how I do it. Okay. Wow. Pillows. Okay. Am I right? Pillows are such a, we all are stressed about our pillows, okay? You either have a pillow that you love and you're shouting it from the rooftops to everyone you know, or you're I need a new pillow. I gotta try new. I've tried that one sucked. I'm gonna try this. Pillows. It affects so much of our life, right? My go-to for years has been this one from Cushion Lab. They now sell it on Amazon, which is very exciting because think about that. That means you could try it and it'd be easy to return if you need. I love this one. And the thing is, I recently, in a vlog you saw, I was trying a couple of new ones. I am a side and back sleeper. I pretty much don't sleep on my stomach. It's pretty much only side and back. And so I kind of need a pillow that can do both. And when I've used all kinds of other pillows, it's never been quite the right. This has been the one pillow that I was having a lot of neck and shoulder and upper back pain for years. And when I tried this one, I will say it took probably 2 weeks of getting used to it because it is a very specific type of pillow. But once I did, all of that pain has been gone. I don't have, and that is crazy because I dealt with that pain for a long time. When you'd wake up and you'd be like, oh, your neck, and you're it takes a minute, that kind of pain, gone with this. So it must be holding what I need in exactly the right spot. It's thicker on the side. So when you're laying back, your head's actually able to go back farther. to keep it in line with your spine, I guess. And then when you turn to the side, it's actually a little bit higher. So you need more space for your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I always want to try new ones though, because it's not the easiest pillow when you're like reading at night and like kind of leaning. It's not, because it's not really built for that. And so we've got other pillows we use for that purpose. But anyway, I tried other ones. Guess what? I returned them all. Back to Cushion Lab. I'm just sticking with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, my beauty sponges. These are my go-tos. Okay, I buy them on repeat. My favorite are these ones that have the flat side. So most of them are like this teardrop shape, right? And I like those too, the same brand, I get those as well. But as a general rule, if I'm picking and focusing, I'm getting the ones with that flat side because that is my favorite for putting your makeup on. I just feel like that flat edge is just, it's a little bit bigger than what the bottom would be that you would typically use. And I just absolutely love these. I've tried beauty blenders over the years many times. I always go back to these because I actually like these better. And they're, I mean, we're talking way, you're getting 6 of them, I think, for like half the price of one beauty blender. You know what I mean? Now, no shade if you love the beauty blender. I hope you're getting sales, okay? I get it. People are loyal to their beauty sponge. There's nothing wrong with that, but these are just the ones I really like. This misting fan, okay. If you've been around a while, we have tried all of the fans. We go to Disney World a lot. We do. And so anyway, we really have tried a lot of fans, misting fans, the ones that go onto strollers. We've found favorites, we've found, you know, crummy ones, whatever. This one is pretty cool. It kind of looks like a Dyson, like, look at it. Doesn't it look like some kind of Dyson tool? It's not. It is so nice. Like, it is way nicer. When you get in the mail, you'll be like, whoa, like I only paid this much for, like this feels like a $70 like fan. Anyway, it can do the misting capabilities. It can do the fan, like, my kids will love it. They'll hold it. Like even in the car, one of our kids is a little bit more prone to motion sickness. That fan has been a game changer in the car. It is really, really cool. So not only does it look cool, it's actually really, really great. So if you were in the market for a new fan for whether it's a trip or just at home where you live is hot, whatever, maybe you're going through menopause and you're like hot flashes, you will love that fan. These kids headphones, I know this is kind of random to throw in here, but we've tried a lot of kids headphones over the years, and these simple ones from JBL are it. These are the ones for us. We have tried the ones that have like the Bluetooth capability and you can do the aux. These are just aux to aux, simple, no Bluetooth, because I'm like, then it's one more thing you have to charge. When you have headphones that use the Bluetooth, it's one more thing you have to charge. It's one more thing you have to do to like get it connected right. And then every once in a while it's not working and then your kid's upset, whatever. And we usually use this kind of thing like on a trip. So I'm thinking about that. These are amazing. They're simple. They plug in, that's it. You don't ever have to charge them. And I need less things in my life that I need to charge, okay? So we love these. They're lightweight. They fold, you know, like kind of in, so they'll be a little bit more flat. They're fantastic. They have like a purpley pink and a blue. I also love this cross necklace. So this one I have in silver. They also have it in gold. I think I love how simple this is. It is simple. It's smaller, not too small, but not too big. And it catches the light really nicely and is very inexpensive. So I feel like if you're looking for a cross necklace, you're maybe proof of concept. Maybe you want to ask for Christmas for like a really nice one, but you're like, will I wear it? Do I like, you know, whatever. I really like the look of it. And I feel like it's a great layering necklace as well. Okay, this swimsuit. I tried a few new swimsuits this summer and I have a few new favorites, but this is one that stood out because I think a lot of people would like. It's got the little fluttery sleeves, so if you want a little upper arm coverage, whatever, it has that, but it's still like cute. I really like it. Again, they have tons of patterns, tons of colors, but I just think it's such a pretty feminine look for a swimsuit, and then it kind of looks like a shirt. So if you're like, here's where I think about it. If I'm on a cruise and we're going on an excursion, and later in the excursion, we're going to be getting in the water, but for the first half of it, maybe we're on a motor coach and we're like doing a tour, and I don't want to just be in my swimsuit. I can wear that. It almost looks like a shirt with shorts on top, jean shorts, stretchy shorts, a skirt, whatever. And it looks like an outfit, but then I can take the shorts off and I'm down to go jump around in the ocean or whatever. So I know that is very specific. That is how I think about it, okay? Or like you're on the beach, but then you guys are gonna go in and eat and you're dried off, but you don't have like a full, you could just pull shorts on. It looks like you're wearing a shirt, you know? Okay. Another fave is, I think I might've mentioned this in my last Amazon faves, but the little green machine, that is one I know will be a part of the sale. This is something we use so much. So I mention it again because I do think it's something that a lot of us have a need for, but you don't really know what you're looking for. If you are trying to clean up a stain from the carpet, your couch. Thinking kids with chocolate fingers or dogs with mud on their paws, whatever. Someone throws up, like whatever. This is so great. You can clean your upholstery with it. You can clean your sofa. You can clean anything that's fabric. You can clean a pillow that maybe the case doesn't come off. I think it does a really good job because not only is it cleaning it, but it's sucking up the dirty nastiness of it all. I would say like high school me, I am always picturing my dad with the little green machine cleaning up stains from the dogs. But so now it's it's a fixture in our household as well. So it is amazing. It's been around a long time and it should be on sale during the Prime days. And then lastly, Molly Suds. This is our go-to laundry detergent powder. We use the unscented. They have other ones. I think they have ones with light scents as well if you want that. For me, I have pretty sensitive skin. I realized that a lot of the detergent I was using was making my skin so itchy and sensitive. And so once I switched to Molly Suds, it went away. Just saying. So that was such a huge discovery. I'm a loyal now because the itchiness was no joke, okay? So those are all my favorites. Again, thank you to Lumino for sponsoring. If you wanna get 33%, that's huge, 33% off your 21 pack of the Lumino whitening strips. I will have that link right at the top for you to shop. Add it to your cart if you're shopping Amazon anyway. Love that it is available on Amazon. It just makes my life so much easier. And again, if you want to shop any of these faves, I'll have them all under the one link down below. So you can click that. It'll show you all of them. I also have them individually linked if you haven't checked yet. If you want to see more of my Amazon faves videos, I will link the playlist. I know lots of links, but there's a lot here and there's so much else that I have tried over the years organically and just loved that I think you will love too that I didn't mention today. So if you want some more inspiration, definitely check those out. Here's what my most recent one looked like. It was only a couple months ago that I did for the last Prime Day, whatever they called it. And again, I don't think I repeated anything from that other than maybe the little green machine. So definitely check that one out too. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching and I will see you in my next one. Bye friends.